everyone, Sully here from Black Ops Toys, coming at you today with another part of this Operation Red Wings build. We are going to be doing the helmet today, and we're going to be using the stock photos as reference on the sheet right there. And I'm going to show you guys how to mount the NVG kit, throw on the Velcro, and fit it to the head sculpt. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we got is looks like a ProTech bump helmet. They have counterweights on the back. These are molded, but they're nice little detail. It is painted, and if you know what paint scheme this is, please leave that in the comments below. It does have a chin strap underneath, and you can see the underside of this is just plastic, and that's where we're going to stick this foam tape to, okay? There is a mount right here, and the first thing I'm going to do is, if you look at this straight on, it looks a tiny bit wonky, so I'm just going to go ahead and shift it a little bit, just do a little twist, get it straightened out. And let's go ahead and look at the NVG kits. So this right here is your NVG mount, okay? And this is what the NVG goggles will actually mount onto, all right? Now you can see the shape of this right here. And you can see kind of the shape of this right here. And what I'm going to do is simply place this in here, and I'm just going to push down, and that should stick on there, okay? Now this does swivel up and down, so you don't have to have the night vision goggles on, okay? Now we can mount either one of these. There's a monocular or single, or there's a double, okay? So 2 eyes, 1 eye, all right? Let's go ahead and take a look at what both look like. Now you can see right here, there's a little V, looks like a little V, and you can see a little V shape right here, okay? And that's kind of how you tell which way this goes. And these will just sit in there, okay? Now the goggles do open and close like this, and they also have caps, okay? So caps can go over the goggles to protect them, all right? And if he's just wearing the helmet, you can throw these in this side bag right here if you wanted to, just to hold on to them. Let's go ahead and get these fitted and kind of see what it looks like. So literally, I'm just going to slide this in, just like that. Come down like that. Now be careful, this pin actually does come out, okay? So that will pop out, you can see right there. And then up. And again, you can tack it down with the glue dot if you want to. I'm not going to, because I'm probably going to put these away. So, but you can see how they do fall out. Now basically it's just a friction mount. So you just push, and then it should hold. Maybe. Let's try that one more time. So the yellow is where the eyes are going to go. Just an FYI. So you want those pointing towards the eyes. There we go. Okay. And then as we come down, and then we can push them forward. This is a rail right here, and they go forward or backward. So that's how it'll look when it's on the figure. Okay. So let's go ahead and try the single and see what that looks like real quick. This guy, same deal. You got a V back here, and you got a V down there. You're just going to, and this could be for either eye. So it comes with a V plate here and here, so either eye. But we're going to go ahead and throw it right here, just like that. Same type of deal. Looks good. So the most important part of this whole thing is to fit the helmet to the head so it looks proper, okay? The other important part is to do the Velcro, and that's how you attach the strobe or whatever other accumulation of stuff you want to throw on, like patches or blood types or other cool things. And I'm going to go ahead and use a pair of sharp tweezers for that. And I'm going to follow the guide right here, and I'm going to try to get these so they look semi-good on both sides of the helmet. These are just pull and stick or stick and peel. You can see at the back it's sticky. And they are stretchy, so you just want to be careful you don't mangle them so they're off shape, okay? And just looking at that, I'm going to start on this side. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I'm going to go ahead and look at that. Looks close. And I'm just going to come back a tiny bit. Like that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that right there. Not stuck down yet. I go to the other side. Do the same deal. Make sure that those are the same size, and they are. Just going to peel this away. Maybe. If you have long fingernails, that makes this easy, but I don't have long fingernails. But it's a good reason to grow long fingernails. Come on, there we go. Alright. Take that. And let's see what we can do here. So, I'm going to try and get it right around the same height on both sides. Again, nothing's perfect, and you're not going to see really both sides at the same time. But let's go ahead and take a look at that. Take a look at that. That is close enough for me. That looks good. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and just firm that up. All right. Looks really good. Not bad. You can tell I'm a pro. All right. Now we're going to do the top. And the top's where the strobe's going to go. So, sides are always harder. Alright. So, I'm going to go right up here in the middle. I'm going to leave most of the holes uncovered, except for that middle hole. And the reason I'm going to do that is because that's where you sweat through and you get some air, so you want the ventilation. And you can see the line's off center, so just be aware of that. That's okay. That's how they painted it on purpose. There we go. That looks pretty darn good. Okay. That allows me to throw the strobe right on top. That looks pretty good. Okay, so moving right along, pop that strobe off. Now we're going to fit this thing to his head. What's up, Marky Mark? Yo. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is pull these straps. Just going to lay it down. You probably don't need, it's got a pretty much a tight fit right now actually, so you don't need a ton of padding up top. What I am going to do, you don't want to scratch the head either, so I'm going to throw a little bit, and you can use the patterns that they come with. I'm going to try this on top, inside. This is sticky on the back. So I don't think the top of his head hits, so that's good. But I'll try to throw this inside. And you can use the holes that are on top as a guide. See if you can get that. You can see light coming through all of them. I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. That looks good. Clean that up on right here. Okay. try to fit real quick. You can see I have a gap right here that I want to put a pad on. So that fits okay. And you don't have to use the shapes like they come. Typically I just use the excess and I'll just make my own. And again, you don't see inside of the helmet, so you don't have to be exact with your cutting or whatnot, but throw that right there in front. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. You can see the pad up there, resting against his forehead. That's actually pretty much perfect fit. So, straighten it out a little bit. Okay, how's it sitting on the ears? So. That looks good. Looks really good. And then if I took this and just pulled the straps, I want to make sure the ears aren't covered. Looks perfect to me. So let's throw on the NVG real quick and see what it looks like. Okay. So we want to move these forward a little bit.
Sure you don't want to glue dot?
Yeah, I want to make sure that it's correct first. There we go. That looks sexy. Flip them up. Close them. All right, so now that I figured out where I want to put stuff, I'm going to go ahead and throw this on there. And these are a little bit trickier. They're not just a pull and peel because you got very little room to work with. So I'm going to throw that on there. I'm going to pull that off. And there we go. I do have a little bit of excess in there, which is okay. But now when I move it up and down, it doesn't come off. So you can see the excess right here. Come in and clean that off. And then what I'll do is I'll come in with a Sharpie after the fact and just Sharpie that black. All right, so let's throw this on the body real quick. And that is your helmet with NVG kit. So if you like this video and you want to see more things in the dark, get an NVG kit. But if not, then make sure that you smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified of new and exciting content like this build from Black Ops Toys.